These are the English classes by Teacher Karina. So our first question is, what are comics? You'll have to write this question in your notebook and answer it. As you can see, we have 3 photos here of different comics. So what do you think? What are comics? Write it down, please. Okay. So, comics are a publication that consists of comics art in the form of sequential juxtaposed panels that represents individual scenes. Panels are often accompanied by descriptive prose and written narrative, usually dialogue contained in word balloons emblematic of the comics art form. So now that we know what comics are, I have another question. Do you have a favorite comic? Your first activity will be to make a list of your favorite comics of all time. You will have about 30 seconds to do your list of your favorite comics. Okay, now if you're finished, I'm going to share my list of my favorite comics. The first one is X-Men. I've always loved X-Men. The second one is Iron Man. I love everything that has to be about Iron Man. My third one is Archie. When I was little, I always go to the newspaper because I love to read Archie's comic. Then it's Marvel's. My favorite comic is All-Star Superman. My sixth one is Hellboy. The seventh one is Spider-Man. And the eighth one was Avengers vs. X-Men. Although there weren't a lot of comics about that, I really like them. Okay, so now you have to write everything you know about the word comic. You can do a brain map with the word comic in the middle and then write all the ideas that you have about what a comic is. So are you done? Okay, if you don't know what to put, I will share my personal brain map. Okay, comic. Comic has images. Comics tells a story. Comics had onomatopoeias. Comics has a sequence of panels. Comic expresses narratives. And comics have dialogues. Have you done doing your brain map? If you're not done, we can go back and you can do yours. I will give you 20 seconds to finish your brain map. Okay, now let's move on. So here are the steps to do a comic. The first step is start with an idea. Think about what you want to write, think about a superhero or a character. The second one is write a script that has characters and a problem. You have an idea. Now you have to have characters and the main problem of your comic. The third one is plan the layout. Where will it be? How do you want to be it? Okay, the next step is draw the comic. Now that you have it, draw your characters and write everything you want to do. The fifth step is add ink and color in it. Add a lot of onomatopeias, add a lot of color. And the last step is lettering. This is where you will have to put all the words that characters are going to talk, and that will be the final step. Okay, now we are going to read a little comic so you can see how a comic is done. Okay, so let's get started. This is about the super antics. Superman says, "Let's go!" Aquaman splat, and he failed. Superman says, "Did you just try to fly?" Aquaman tells, "I just wasn't thinking underwater. Everybody flies. Sometimes I forget I'm on the surface world. It's not a big deal." As you can see here, we have a lot of color. We have onomatopeias. We have all the characters. We have the lettering. Okay, so let's move on. Superman says, "Hey everybody, Aquaman just tried to fly." "What? No way! Smooth move maneuver." Aquaman says, "Stop it! It's not a big deal. Stop it or I'll..." Superman says, "Kill us with your heat vision?" Everybody laughs at him. Okay, as you can see, this is a comic, and this has all the things it has to have. All the movements of how he fails or how they fly. So now that you have seen it, so now we have the activity time. You have to do some lessons, okay? The first one is write what was the message of the comic. You can reread it and write what was the message of the comic. Okay. After that, you will pick a theme to do a comic. You can do about superheroes, you can do about Archie, you can do about animals, about plants. Wherever theme you want to, you can pick a theme. Okay, the third step. After picking a theme, you will have to do a brain map of your theme. As we did it with the word comic, now you will have to disclose your theme to have better ideas of everything. Okay. After you do that, you will have to do a short comic using your brain map and information you obtain. So, we're gonna go and see the layout. This is the layout. You can draw here your characters. You can put here the words they wanna talk, the dialogues. You can put here all the stuff. And here I have some onomatopoeia if you want to add poof, oops, kaboom, smack to give kisses. So this is just ideas so you can do your own comic. Okay, so with these onomatopoeias, do here your comic using your characters, your dialogues, the colors, and everything you will need to do it. You have about minutes to do your own comic. If you want to, you can go back and rewatch the comic that I'll show you about the superheroes. So this takes a little bit longer. You can do this as a homework. So let's finish the video. Okay, so are you almost done? Are you ready? So thanks for all for listening and for being in my English classes.